partner, so I wasn't that experienced, and like all the guys that I've been with like told me I was like really good, but it was so bad. Like every time I see it pop up, I'm like, please, like if there's any way that I could just get rid of that one scene. I didn't know what I was doing. The guy told me to like get on my knees, and I like flipped around and went the wrong way, and it was tragic.
Wait, wait, wait. What do you mean you flipped around and went the wrong way?
So when he's like get on your knees, that meant get in like a doggy position, but he meant like get down, oral. Girl.
Oh, well, that's not so bad. Okay, you were at least like presenting yourself.
I went the wrong way, okay? And they kept it in.
It's kind of cute. It's endearing.
Yeah, so maybe I did such a good job because I literally didn't know what I was doing. And it was one of those casting couches. So they were like, try to act like, but I didn't know what I was doing. So it was like pretty.
It's perfect. Yeah. It's perfect. You didn't have to act like you didn't know what you were doing. You just were being you, not knowing what you were doing.
If I got to recommend any kind of scene to get into the industry, it's the casting couch.
Right. I've never thought of that, but you're right. If you're nervous about doing your first scene, doing it for a casting couch would mean that you're supposed to look nervous.
I was so got it.
I'm gonna actually seek out this scene now because I want to watch it.
No, it's so bad.
Listen. We all have scenes that we look back on, or at least I speak for myself personally, that we all look back, that I can look back on scenes that I've done in the past and gone, wow, I've really improved. I've really grown.
Yes. But yeah. You got in, right? Because you started with like, right? Or am I wrong? You didn't just like jump in and do every kind of scene.
No. I started very slow. I started with solo, then moved to girl, then moved to boy, girl. So I was a real slow progression. So I was able to grow throughout the years. So I wasn't thrown into a casting couch.
Yeah.
But there's still, in saying that, even though I had that time to grow, you still realize that the person you are today is so different from the person from 5 years ago. So I definitely can see the improvement, and as we all do with everything that we do in life.
Totally.
Do you have a favorite scene?
My favorite scene was actually an orgy scene. It was 3 guys and 2 other girls, and it was back when Sydney Cole, I don't know if she's still shooting, but Sydney Cole's in it, and then there was a girl named Rachel James in it, and it's still like I still see it all the time and people still talk about it, so it must have been a really good scene, and it was just like a great day, everyone in a great mood, and I felt so good during that scene.
Had you done orgies before, or was that your first?
That was my first, yeah. First in like real life and everything. So
orgies are so much fun because it's just so awesome to have so many hands on your body, and it's sort of overwhelming to say you have like a dick inside you and then a pussy over your face and then hands on your body, and you're like, you don't know where you end and the next person begins.
Yeah, I remember getting tag teamed by 2 guys, and I was like in heaven. I was like, I gotta do this.
So hot.
And cream pie. Everyone got cream pie at the same time, so that was.
Ooh, that's hot. Yeah. So you grew up in Ohio, right?
I did, yes.
So how was it going? So from Ohio, you moved to DC to strip. Is that how it happened?
So I actually lived in Virginia, and then Virginia has like stricter laws and stuff, and it's like pasties and thongs. So I stripped in DC because the laws are just somewhat more flexible. But I came from Ohio to Virginia, and then I went back to Ohio just for like a couple of weeks or like a month, and then went into the adult industry.
Have you been back to Ohio since being in porn?
No. My family actually lives all in different states. So if anyone wants to come visit me, I always had them come to California because it's way nicer than where they live. So no, I feel no need. It's like, I'm not trying to talk crap about Ohio. It's just not my place. It's it's slower. So
you like to be in the city. You like a more fast-paced life.
Yes, I don't want to. Yeah. But although LA, for some reason it does move slow to me. For some, like I feel like everyone kind of like gets up at 2 o'clock and they're just now getting their day started, and yeah.
So New York really suits your personality because it's really hustle and bustle.
Yes. My dogs keep fighting. I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry.
You hear that? They're literally like fighting. Like,
oh. I hear them making cute little noises, but it doesn't sound like fighting to me.
yeah, they can barely breathe, the poor things, because they're so smashed. But
Let's talk about, I mean, obviously you have your love for your pugs. But you have some other hobbies too. I heard you love cooking.
I do, yeah. I really like cooking. What I did recently though, and I haven't tried it yet, is I actually went to one of those companies and got like the packaged meals where it's like all fresh stuff, and there's local ones here, so they'll drop them off the same day. So I'm actually gonna start trying that because I live by myself. So if I go to the produce area and like I always have to get too much stuff, and it never. So that's why. But I do love cooking. I love cooking meatballs and lasagna and yeah, everything.
Oh
Salmon.
my God. Feed me and fuck me.
I'll feed you a taco, a fish taco.
Oh, please. Can we talk about your tweets? Because you're so funny on Twitter. I actually wrote some down because I was like, what? So firstly, even your name on Twitter is Elsa Fucks Old Men Jean.
Yeah.
And then you tweet so much about fucking old men, married men, and like having sugar daddies, and I find it all hilarious. So I just want to read a couple just for the people watching that don't know about your tweets. One of your tweets was, "I hate myself for loving donuts and married men.
Yeah.
I just want someone to bend me over and spank me, then whisper in my ear, I'm going back to my wife." And then one more about being wife zoned or dad zoned. When the guy says, "I love you, but I need to go back to my wife and kids."
Because that's what they always do to me.
So can you tell us a little bit about you being so obsessed with married men?
So at first I was a little bit offended by it, and then I had to actually learn that it's so nice to be in a relationship with someone and they don't bother you. And that makes like sound like a bitch, but you know, when you're with someone, they're always like texting and calling and stuff. When they're married, they love fucking you. They think you're like the best person ever, and then they go home, and then they don't bother you until they want to fuck you and buy you stuff again.
Okay, it doesn't make you sound like a bitch. It makes you sound very independent.
Yeah.
Although I guess, I mean, some people might wonder how you feel about the wife, and do you ever feel bad about the family? But in the end, I'm going to defend you before you even defend yourself. I mean, it's their relationship. That actually has nothing to do with you.
Right. I mean, that's definitely like people do kind of get upset with me over that. But most of the time that I've stayed with a married guy, I mean, maybe this is too much, but they stay together for their kids. But they also, the wives also have their own relationships and their own kind of world. So I feel better about it because it's almost like everyone's on the same page. But then at the same time, they do go back to their wife, and it's okay.
It's interesting. So there's basically, even if they're not calling it this, they're in an open relationship where they're seeing other people, but keeping the nuclear family intact for the kids. Yeah.
Okay with it.
So do you enjoy living the single life with your sugar daddies and whatever else you have going on, and your pugs, your baby pugs?
Yes, so I love living by myself. I was like chronically in relationships all the way up until like 2 years ago, and I was like, I can't ever live with anyone again just because I'm just the way I am. I don't want to clean up, and you know, I like my stuff the way it is, and I'm really learning to love to be by myself. It's great. And then I do have sugar daddies, but they are my boyfriends. Like the married men are my boyfriends. So I do say sugar daddy, but I really am with them. Does that make sense?
Well, is there a difference? What would you define as the difference between a boyfriend and a sugar daddy?
Basically, there's no difference. I feel like if you're buying someone stuff and paying for their bills, whether you call them your boyfriend or your sugar daddy, it's the same thing to me. But I do enjoy being with them, and I do really love and respect them.
Yeah.
are my, and I feel like that's a boyfriend, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Love and respect someone that's your boyfriend. So, but they do pay for my life. I mean, it's
I think it's so cute. Your babies want your attention.
that's what she's doing, and she has this popcorn thing. It's so weird. Anyways,
Can I say, your pictorial for Playboy was so stunning. You look like an actual doll.
thank you.
You look absolutely incredible.
I love photos. I love every single photo, and that day was so great. And I mean, I see Playboy as family. I know everyone there, and it was just such a great day. And the pictures, they're so unique and so different, and I don't even know how to describe them. They're like an 80s, 90s retro, futuristic. I don't know. The robot. There's so much going on, and it sounds like if you go and describe that to someone, they're like, "What are you talking about?" But they just are. They're so nice. They're
They're
on.
stunning. And if anybody wants to go and have a look at them, click the link in Playboy's bio. You'll be able to see more of the photos from Elsa's set and also the outtakes. I'm just the images are blown, just blew me away. And
Us are gorgeous too.
yes, I'm actually going to be doing another shoot for Playboy Plus when everything's safe. So
Yeah,
I'm so excited. I love the team at Playboy. They always like give me all these amazing clothes and look after me. So, and I know you have a very close relationship with Holly.
of course. Yes.
Yeah, she's so awesome. Oh,
So, yeah, we met when she was working for another company, and no, I actually met her at one of our award shows or the pre-noms, and she kept handing me her business card. She handed me like 20, and I was like, girlfriend, I was like, I don't need another one, but I will call. Just, sorry.
oh, she's so sweet.
She is so sweet, and we've been friends ever since. So, friends.
So what do you see? Where do you see yourself in a couple of years, in 5 years? It's so difficult now with the pandemic to even see what's happening next month. But do you see yourself continuing to do your OnlyFans? Do you see yourself continuing to be an adult? What are your future plans?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to stay in the industry for as long as I can, whether it's performing or being involved, some shape or form. And then Olga. I'm sorry, why are they doing this? So I want to be in the industry for as long as I can. And then, yeah, I mean, I want to buy a place. That's like a personal goal, I guess, and so I want to try to buy a place. And I'm never going to live in LA again, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
But those are like my only really goals because I just keep changing them every year. Like if you asked me last year, it would have been something completely different. So, yeah.
I love that your dress wants to come off for me. I wouldn't complain, only that I'm Instagram live is not the place.
Oh, I know.
Well, it's been so awesome getting to know you, Elsa. You're so much fun. You're so bubbly. You're funny. You're real. You're such a cool person, and it's been a pleasure to get to know you a little bit more.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. And anybody watching, please go click the link on Playboy in Playboy's bio so that you can see all of the beautiful pictures of Elsa in her Playboy layout. It's so gorgeous.
Did a swipe up for anyone that wants to, if it's easier, I'm going to post a swipe up once I'm done.
Yeah, do a swipe up in the stories.
Yeah, if anyone.
Oh, well, I hope that you stay safe over there in New York, and I hope that everything arrives soon and you can be settled in there.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, everyone.